BT.
The destruction of Typhon saved the planet Harmony. The militia calls this planet their headquarters. Millions of others call it home. Commander Briggs says I'll be inducted into the Marauder Corps and assigned a new Titan. After the techs wipe what's left of my neural link with BT. I don't know what that'll feel like, to get assigned a new Titan. I kinda like the old one.
Yeah.
This is Pilot Jack Cooper, signing off.
Don't worry, probably will. Developed by Respawn Entertainment. And that's Cooper. Yep, yes. I guess his name is Jack. Matthew Mercer as Jack Cooper. Vince Steenbaum as BT-7274. Remember, Cooper didn't get a chance to retrieve his data core this time. Fred Tetasaur as Captain Ty Lasosa. I think. Did I pronounce those names? J.B. Blank as Coben Blisk. Julian Anderson as Sarah Briggs. And now Kumbal as Ash. Mick Wingert as Kane. Andreas Beckett as Ricker. Evelyn Von Mill as Viper. Amy Pennington as Salome. Wait, Viper, that is the pilot sound that the Viper, as Viper thinks the pilot at least. Or a modern day pilot, so he has a kind of it. Nicholas Guest as General Martyr. Courtney Taylor as Gates. Chris J. Alex as Bear. Barry Lusenthal as Davis. Matthew Wolf as Jules. And Layman O'Brien as Barker. The new BT, or at least Jack's new Titan, or Cooper's new Titan. I mean, it makes you wonder if the Titans are saved to a cloud or not, or are they all the personalities and memories completely unique to each other? As in, one pilot's Titan is always the same personality. They just retrieve it from the cloud. The time we just read the last mission, or when it died, when it was destroyed, or is it a new personality every single time, as in they don't save it to the cloud? Which, from what he said about a new Titan and how he had to get his neural link with BT removed, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's getting a brand new Titan, brand new personality. Might make it similar to BT, but it won't be BT. Jack is off to play some multiplayer. Because that is what that's what the intro to each multiplayer mission looks like. You have, well, if you're playing militia anyway, you have Sarah Briggs, sitting on the edge, sitting on the edge of the ramp. You got you and your team waiting to jump off, and of course you warp into, or whatever that TL is, into the target. So this is showing you what the basically what happens before the intro of any multiplayer mission. I mean, if you think about it, with all these ships, I mean, okay, all four of them are actually, okay, so all four of them are pretty much the same ship, but you know, they could always do a galactic conquest type deal where you help the militia conquer various planets, in like a single player co-op campaign, very similar to Battlefield 2, or you can even do a galactic campaign in like an RTS. Because, you know, it's possible with the Titanfall universe. You have to make a whole lot of new stuff, but not impossible. Do you ever want to expand upon it? But I think it's time to talk about Titanfall 2. Oh man, was it amazing. I mean, surely, I mean, when, like the credits, like the credits were a bit jarring, because for one, you didn't see Cooper's face, or for that matter, what he actually looked like, other than his arms and legs, and maybe his chest for all the entirety of the game. Now you suddenly see Cooper as Cooper throughout the entirety of the credits, which is a bit jarring, especially because the graphics in Titanfall are good. They're good, especially first person. It's just that the character graphics, the actual human models are a bit weird. I mean, the armor's fine, but their faces and animation's a bit off. Alright, so there it is, Titanfall 2, which, how they summed up Titanfall 2, they definitely can't make a Titanfall 3. And by the way, I had that helmet and helmet that was like flickering over there on the cabinet. Um, but replaced my table, which I showed off in my Ruby beacon, my Ruby beacon or my Ruby volume 1 through 3 beacon unboxing video, which you can find in the unboxing playlist, which for easy access, you can well type in just one unboxes, you'll find it, or you can look in the or you can look at my channel page in the bottom one, which is other. No, live action. Yeah, it's the live action one. But anyway, so yeah, Titanfall 2. I mean, again, other than the other than the actual character models themselves, the actual human models, are a bit jarring a bit. Um, they get the point across and they're fine. They're not absolutely terrible. Like they don't hurt your eyes. They don't not get the point across. But like I said, it's a bit jarring, especially the animations are a bit odd. But again, you don't see much of the character models until the credits, and the credits put them in their form mainly just showing off the models because you never really see them anyway. I mean, you do see the character models, especially if you go for the assassinations to Titans, but other than that, not really. Well, I guess you see the commanders in multiplayer. So yeah, but oh man, Titanfall 2. Oh, I'm so glad that they added the campaign. I, for one, liked the Titanfall 1 campaign. I didn't think it was absolutely necessary for Titanfall 2 to have it. I mean, I do like playing campaigns, but I do prefer playing solo multiplayer with bots. Just basically playing a normal multiplayer session with bots, pretty much. I do love doing that. But campaign's also great, and Titanfall 2's campaign was by far one of the best first-person shooters campaigns I have ever played. And that's saying something, because I play a lot of first-person shooters. It's up there easily with, of course, Battlefield 1, the game I played recently. Does it match it? I think it matches it in gameplay, but Battlefield 1 is Battlefield 1 to the graphics and sound. Although Titanfall 2 sounds pretty good, but still Battlefield 1 is better in graphics and sound, and Titanfall 2 is better. They've had different gameplay, but they both work really, really well. Um, so yeah, it's a I think Titanfall 2 lags behind just a tiny bit over Battlefield 1, but still, Titanfall 2 is great. I mean, Titanfall 2 to me it's up there like with Halo 3 ODST, which I hold in high regard. Halo 3, uh, Halo 5, obviously too. That campaign was great. I don't remember the Halo 5 campaign all that well. Okay, I'm kidding. I do a little bit. I remember Battlefield 1's campaign a whole lot. But yeah, also Command Conquer Renegade. What else we got? Of course, Battlefield Back in the 2. Um, but yeah. I mean, well, these are my favorite of favorites. They wouldn't necessarily be your favorites because a lot below you might hate Halo 3 ODST, but they're my favorites, and they're up there in my favorites. All time, what the general consensus is, basically the consensus is does it beat Half-Life? It's up there with Half-Life for most people. I don't really, I never really watched Half-Life 1. I watched Half-Life 2. I watched Half-Life 2's. I watched a playthrough of Half-Life 2. It's good. I don't like it though. I can see why people love it, but that's besides the point. Um, yeah, but it's definitely up there with the best multiplayer shooter series. And the multiplayer. The multiplayer. They just expanded upon what they did with Titanfall 1, which is what they should do, which is what pretty much every developer should do, pretty much. I mean, but what I'm saying is, I'm saying that each developer should take their game that they have, the one, and when they make it two, just make it 1,000 times better. Unless, of course, it is getting stale, or you think you absolutely can't do it again, then you go for something drastically different. But in Timefall's case, even in Command Conquer's case, you don't mess with the formula that much. You just add to it. Um, which, you know, well, yeah, I mean, EA more or less fully owns Command Conquer now. I mean, like, Command Conquer is no longer attached to any single developer anymore. So yeah, I mean, with Titanfall 2 being out, being amazing, being just basically a better Titanfall 1 in every way manageable. Although I do have some gripes, like the fact that, well, let's just open multiplayer and see. Now, I've already done some multiplayer videos, by the way, which I'll link in script into the gameplay playlist, and I love the multiplayer. Now, Titanfall 2 is one of those games which I could very well review if I wanted to. Do I want to review? I never not wanted to review. I just never wanted. I just never played game. I never really. I never really. Oh, what's the word for it? I never really played them to a point where I think I am. I think I should review them basically. I play Battlefield 1 in full, missing some game modes, which that can be fixed. I played Titanfall 2 in full, except some game modes which can be fixed. Like there are no game modes that I won't play, or there's no game modes that I can't play, so I can review it. Again, I might not, but still. But yeah, in multiplayer, they changed it from the beta because in beta or in the pre-alpha multiplayer technical test, when you can only basically the classes were gender locked. As you can see, all these are classes. And as you can see, you can't be, let's say, this guy and have the pulse plate, which is a sonar dart. Unfortunately, I wish you could pick the guys individually, your guys and girls individually, pick their abilities individually. But that's not the worst part. That's fine. I can live with that. Anyway, let's see pistols again. I swear there is no. Yeah, I was right. There is no auto pistol. But yeah, I go in full detail in the gameplay videos if you want to actually look at my if you actually want to look at the multiplayer in more detail. But actually, most of the multiplayer unlocks in Titanfall 2 are flat out reversed from Titanfall 1. Example, car. R97 are reversed. Car was pretty much the last thing you unlocked, and R97 was the first thing you unlocked for sure. So yeah, that's odd, but yeah, I mean you also get camouflage, which are new, which is nice. But what really bugs me is I've been mentioning this in the campaign a lot, but Titans have this thing where you absolutely cannot switch. Like I've been saying to the entire campaign that I want to switch my I want to switch. I want to have the tone 40 oh, it's a 40 millimeter cannon. Oh, this is what's the Legion? Doesn't say. Wait, so so if this thing's a 40 mil, the Legion it barrels that big. Yeah, that's a Vulcan. That's like 20 mil easily, or less actually. So you might not even a Vulcan after all. But anyway, but yeah, what I used in Titanfall 1 was that gun and pretty much everything else that has. And utility, utility. I don't think utilities were in the first game, or if they were, I don't remember. Um, but anyway, so yeah, in the first game you can pick your Titan class. They were all different, like the light one, medium, and heavy one. Then you pick whatever load that you wanted. I wish they would do that in this game as well. Unfortunately, don't. Which I believe the reason why they're doing it this way, like I stated earlier in the session, is simply that you know like the new thing the new thing in first-person shooters is called character shooters. Like Black Ops 3. No, yes, I want to say Black Ops 3. Uh, uh well, whatever one the newer Call of Duty is around the Black Ops 3 period, where they switch to characters like this. Ghosts is also what I mean. I know for a fact Ghost has it. Uh, but Ghost is a lesser extent to Black Ops, I think. Then you got newer free to play MMOs like Paladins, even non free to play like Overwatch that have stuff like this. I mean, they are MMOs and they are mostly MOBAs, but they're still FPSs and they still use characters. Um, Although it's a bit more strict, it's a bit more of a strict with them, but then with Black Ops, but you get the idea. It's FPSs are trending towards that right now. What do I think of it? I don't think I like it. I prefer when you can have any character with any ability, with any gun, with any set, within limitations. Like let's say you can only have one. You can only have two grenades of each. You can have two grenades, three grenades. Basically, you're limited to pretty much like on the gun. You're limited to how many rails it has. We can actually stick stuff. Basically, I'm saying you're limited to whatever Battlefield 4 lets you do, which is pretty much what you could mainly do, which is just have like which is reasonable limits. It's not like Call of Duty jumps in and out sometimes, where basically you have requisition points which you must stick to. Which you can have an entire loadout of. You can have a pistol, an assault rifle, and and basically you can have a full loadout that was in like Black Ops 1. Um, but anyway, I prefer Battlefield 4's method, and well, just Battlefield in general now. Um, but this works. It's like it, but again, it relies on characters. There's still customization, like you can still customize the little extras that the Titans get, like for example, 3 dash, teleporting instead of the bubble shield that it gets, stuff like that. Alright, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you're an FPS fan and if you can get Titanfall 2, I would highly recommend it. If you're a story mode fan, would I say recommend it? I would say yes if you like sci-fi stories. Um, I would say yes too. But anyway, so yeah, it was also decently long. I mean, it was a good length. The last three missions were the last three missions were like 2 hours long, and that's counting credits and me yapping. So yeah, 2 hours long, less than 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, um, 7 hours. Not bad for first person shooter as multiplayer. I mean, I still believe in I know back in my day, people were happy with an RPG that lasted, a mission based RPG or basically just a mission based game that lasted 8 hours for full game price. People nowadays expect a bit more. That's fine. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would never pay $60 for something under 7 hours long, pretty much. Uh, unless of course there is some reason why it should be priced that high. If I mean not that I can't get 7 hours of content, it's just I want a 7 hour campaign. If I can get more, if I can get like Kerbal Space Program for example, not even Kerbal Space Program for example. I guess Hearts of Iron 4, I got so many hours in that. Uh, but basically, it'd be very hard pressed for me to get something if I'm going to play for like 4 hours for like just a flat 4 hour campaign for $60. A multiplayer game, strictly multiplayer, I would if I like it, but anyway, that's a discussion for another video. But regardless, you know where I stand. And Titanfall 2 is definitely worth it, and it's definitely more or less a must get for a shooter fan, both multiplayer campaign. You can do either or. Multiplayer is great, campaign's great. Both will last you forever. Campaign may last you a little bit less because after you collect all the collectibles and have your fun, you'll be done with it. If you do get done with campaigns, multiplayer, uh, things are there are more unlocks and they're slightly harder to get than Titanfall 1, but they're probably not nearly as much as let's say Battlefield 4, uh, or like Wall of Tanks for example. Wall of Tanks is a tank game that is free to play MMO, but it still has a lot of unlockables, and has endless hours of enjoyment capable. But anyway, so yeah, I mean if you're getting Titanfall 2 strictly for multiplayer, yes. If you're getting Titanfall 2 for strictly campaign, yes. If you're getting Titanfall 1 for strictly campaign, maybe, but not likely. Um, but yeah, so Titanfall 2, it, people, no, people were concerned about it coming out in fall, mostly Game Informer. People were concerned about it coming out too soon after Titanfall 1. Okay, maybe that's a lie. Maybe I just had that thought in my head right now. Maybe I subconsciously thought that. Um, but yeah, I mean, it we're being developed 2 years and being developed from more or less a cold start with Timefall 1. Yes, like basically Timefall 2 probably went in development like 2-3 months after Timefall 1 released. I'm pretty sure, or less than a year. So it has a small turnaround, and they came with a great game in a small turnaround. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, it doesn't innovate insanely on Timefall 1 other than the campaign and the different systems, but it's but it's still a very good sequel. Um, all right, so yeah. Guess it's time to wrap up. I guess it is time to wrap up this series, or I guess it is time to wrap up this series. It's always bittersweet, especially when it's a good game like Titanfall 2. Don't worry, I'll continue playing Titanfall 2's multiplayer. But now I can move on to other games, like, for example, Mass Effect. I can do that more or less full tilt now. Um, but yeah, oh man, it's always good to finish off a game within like launch month. And I said that out loud. It's terrible. But no, I try to finish a game like this in launch week, but I just can't do it anymore. Pretty much. I will try. I will fail, but I will try. But after seeing, I upload a lot of Battlefield 1, and I upload a lot of Timefall 2. And after seeing, the view counts, and basically the popularity of the series, I would say that actually on my channel, it would appear at least, that you, the viewer, actually might prefer. I'm not saying you do. I mean, I personally would prefer one series getting done really quickly as opposed to 1,000 series getting done slowly. But that's just me. But I watch channels that do it that way too, and I don't mind. But it would seem that um, it would seem that people actually people actually come back to my videos more if I do another game before it. If I do other games before it. Like let's say let's go back for a bit. Let's go back in time like a month. I play Battlefield, like let's say I would play Battlefield 1, Timefall 2, Ruby, Sunrider. Um I guess Civilization 6, just alternate between them. They would actually be the videos will be more better received like that than if they were to be just a straight, Timefall every day. Um, so yeah, I'll still poke around, test the channel. I mean, I would still prefer if I basically upload. I mean, my ideal system would be upload. Which, by the way, I'm just talking about what am I doing in the future, as this is part of the what's next of Green and Blue's segment of the end of the series. Um, by the way. So, like I was saying, I gotta hurry up because we're running out of video space, aren't we? I don't want to make this one big video. I'll just be talking in this venue. That'd be terrible. Um, but yeah, but I mean, my preferred method is upload the thing I want to the thing that I need to upload every day, and then upload things I want or think people might want to see again. Um, as a second thing. That's what if I could do it. If I had time, if I felt good enough, I will do it. If I slept less than 12 hours a day, I would do it. But unfortunately, I can't, so I don't. But that's what I would do. Um, but for right now, I'll just alternate between games until completion. Because that seems to be much what you the viewer likes, nor what people that or what my viewer or what the I'm still working on my terminology when it comes to basically my viewer base. Um, but it seems like uh, you guys and gals do prefer it when I alternate videos. I'm pretty I know some of you like prefer it if I upload one thing straight, but yeah. Alright, but anyway, NFL Pro Variety videos I satisfy more people too. Like let's say you want to see Ruby, or you want to see, or basically you want to see one certain genre, and if I just upload like example, a couple of weeks ago, I uploaded just Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2, either campaign or multiplayer, and people that wanted strategy or people that wanted anything but um, shooters, well, they were out of luck. But now if I alternate, more people will get to enjoy my channel more. Alright, well, what's next on Green and Blue? What's next in the walkthrough, officially? I mean, we were just talking about what's my strategy going on, or what's my video strategy going to be, in case you're interested. But what's next? Oh great, what is next? Well, more Mass Effect, for sure. More Mass Effect for sure, and let me get the mouse out, let me get my game list out. I mean, I got nothing for the rest of December. Um, Assembly 4 may come out in February. I'll be doing that. February 2017. Well, Halo Wars 2 is coming out February 21st, 2017. Be doing those. Oh, Deathwing. Deathwing's coming out oh great. I don't have the updated version of it on my list. I've It's November, which was the original maybe release date. It's not anymore, but I will definitely be doing Space Hulk Deathwing. I'll be doing more Eisenhorn Xenos. Um, Even if I have to fight the Blessed Thing, I will fight it. Yeah, Deathwing's going on the 14th of December. I'll be doing that. Um, Let me just quickly change that real quick. Yes, I mean I have a system for it. I'm just going to put in Death 14 instead of December 14 with the little comma. Actually, going to put the comment in, but anyway. Um, Anything else? Anything else? Not really. No, not on my list anyway. I mean, there are some games that are maybes, like here Horizon Zero Dawn, which I'm gonna look up real quick. In Ace Combat 7, because there's been a lot of Ace Combat 7 news. I'll be doing Ace Combat 7, by the way. I just don't know. I'll do it when it comes out, basically. This is 2017. That's all it says on Wikipedia, which can be trusted most of the time with release dates. By most of the time, I mean like 90% of the time. Horizon Zero Dawn. But yeah, basically, all the games aside from Deathwing are coming out. Hey, Ultra doesn't exist. I don't think so. Horizon Zero Dawn, February 28th. Alright, let's put that on the list. But yeah, I'll be doing that as well. But yeah, basically, the only pressing game right now would be Deathwing the 14th. That is a campaign, so I'll be playing it. It is also co-op. I might play it with Sunny a little bit. Uh, but we'll see. I mean, it is solo co-op. You can play either solo co-op, whatever you desire. Oh, I mean, 28th of February for Horizon Zero Dawn. But yeah, that's basically what's on Green&Blue now. Uh, in the coming months. I'll be doing more boxing videos because I got some stuff for Christmas over the box. I'm waiting for Christmas to do that. But basically, yeah, that's what Green Blue is going to be mostly like in terms of new series that I know about. Of course, there's always a Steam game or two that pops up randomly. Um, but yeah, but we'll see what happens. All right, but anyway, so yeah, that'd be it for this. That'd be it for this series. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you guys and gals watching these videos. It means a lot to me. Well, it means a lot to me to leave a comment. Tell me what you enjoyed. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me if you have any suggestions for the series or just an I'll play Titanfall 2 in general. Even if I already know tips, give me some comments for people to know tip. And by the way, I forgot to mention this until now. I meant to. As soon as the credits popped up, but yeah. All the episodes that were messed up via various technical issues, whether it be the pause or the mic. I will be going back and redoing them at a later date. I don't know when, because I don't. I do have time, don't I? And once to get more series done, I'll have more time. But you know, when I have time, I'll redo them. And oh, that's what that part is. It's the head unit for the Vanguard 10. I think I guess that one time in the gameplay video. Either that. I mean, I know one time I thought that was a jetpack, but no. It's a Titan head. But anyway, so yeah, I'll redo those videos. If because having the audio desync is pretty bad. It's not unwatchable, I would say. You. It's just very, very close to being it. Would I watch that? I would say I would. I have watched other people's videos that are messed up like that, and had not rewatched them for the updates unless it was really, really bad. But I know a lot of people can watch that kind of thing, so I want to redo it, but I don't know when. But it's not like it's like half the mission is gone with Brexley or anything. You can see everything and hear everything after a certain point. Um, it's not good, but it's not unwatchable. Like you can't watch it. Um, well, some people can't anyway, or some people can anyway. Can watch it. Um, But anyway, so yeah. Also, I do have a Twitter which I tweet out channel updates as well as news about games I'm doing, we doing, have done. Like Titanfall news, I tweeted out when Titanfall 2 was first announced, the collectors when they were first available pre-order, and I do tweet out I do tweet out Titanfall 2 news, and I do tweet out EA news in general. And finally, if you have a question about this video session for this series, or I rephrase that, suggestion for or just a suggestion for a series, please let me know. Please, I wait, out of order, out of order. If you have if you want me to play if you want me to play your game mod or interested in doing a collab with me, I do have a business email which you contact me on. And finally, if uh and you can find both the business email and the Twitter in the description below. And finally, if you have a question about this video, just forget that. Or suggestion for a series, please put in the comments below so you'll see it. Alright, so, yeah, oh my, it's always bittersweet. I must admit, even if I don't like playing a game all that much, I mean, I don't hate I don't hate, I don't like if I really, really, really don't like a game, I really won't return that often, or pretty much ever. But you didn't hear that from me. Like I still plan on returning to Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Chronicles, but maybe not. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon, especially Chronicles, because Chronicles was um. But anyway, so yeah. Alright, but like I said, bidding a series is always very sweet, especially if it's a good one. And I feel more accustomed to it than when I ended Battlefield 1 series, but I'm still needing to end more series to feel more accustomed to it. Because feeling accustomed to ending a series is always a good thing, because you always feel like, oh, I got the series, or you always feel like, yes, I got a series done. Or, I got a series done. Actually, you should feel like, I got a series done. Uh, wait, no. Wait, I'm thinking, what was I? Basically, if you're a YouTuber and your response to finishing a series is like, "Yes, I finished the series," um, like if you're showing excitement with finishing a series, um, yeah, if you're showing excitement for finishing a series for the sake of finishing a series, that's not really a good thing. If you show dismay for finishing a series, as in, "Oh no, I'm finishing Titanfall. Oh no, what am I gonna do now?" And you think about it like you finish the game quickly, and you and you have to move on to the next one instead of always having another game to play because you're always swamped with videos. That's a good. That's a good thing. Yeah, you expectation for this. But anyway, so yeah, I got on for too long because this is the end of the series after all. We'll be able to talk to you after this for this series anyway for this playlist. But like I said, there's multiplayer. It's not like this is a single player only game or anything with no challenges or anything that I can come back to. It's just it's an end of series. Alright, so yeah, well that'd be it for this series, and I guess see you in the next one. Is that good? No, no, I don't like it. I still like saying, I guess see you in a second.